Howdy Leander, my name is Corey and I work for the Leander Parks and Recreation Department running the Senior Citizens program called the Active Adults. Today we're going to be bringing you another series of demonstrations for exercises, this time focusing on hand weight or dumbbells. Now these exercises are going to be designed for senior citizens to do in their own home by yourself or with your spouse or significant other, and they're perfect ways to just stay fit and healthy. Our first demonstration is going to be the wood chop. You're going to take one of your barbells and you're going to take a nice stance with your feet shoulder length apart. You're going to start up at the top and you're going to slowly bring it down and bring it all the way back up like you're chopping some wood, just like this. You want to be sure that you're going slow. Your motions up and down, as you do not want to accidentally hurt yourself when you bring your weight down, as it can hit your knee if you lose control. For our next demonstration, we're going to be showing you the swing. Once again, you're going to start with your feet shoulder length apart. You're going to bend your knees and you're going to bring your dumbbell down in between your knees. Then you're going to stand up, swinging your arm all the way up, and then returning back to your starting position, just like this. You want to make sure that you're keeping your arms extended out as you're going down and up. And you want to hold on to the weight with both hands, making sure that you do not lose hold of your weight when you are swinging. Excellent. For our next demonstration, we're going to be doing a shoulder press. You're going to start with your arms up, elbows bent, and dumbbells raised to the sky. And you're going to just extend your arms all the way up while bringing your elbows in and returning back to your starting position. You can also alternate this if it's easier for you. For our next demonstration, we're going to be doing the side arm raise. You're going to start with your dumbbells in each hand out to your side, resting next to your hip. You're going to slowly raise them up until you form a T, and then you bring them all the way back down to your waist. Make sure that you're going nice and slow. And you can even take an extra pause when you reach the top if you want to add to your workout. This exercise can also be done with an alternating arm. And you can alternate as one arm goes up. As it begins to come down, you're already moving the other arm up. For our next demonstration, we're going to be doing the bent over reverse fly. Now you can do this demonstration standing up while bent over, but I do recommend that you sit down just for an extra balance support. You're going to take a seat, or you're going to lean over with your legs just like this. You're going to bend over. You're going to bring your arms and elbows out with your dumbbells sitting right next to your knees, and you're going to bring them out and back in. Out and back in. Now as you are bringing your arms out, you can also squeeze your shoulders together, just like that. You can also alternate this if it makes it easier for you. For our next demonstration, we're going to be doing the wrist curl. You're going to want to find yourself in a seated position, and you can just do it with one dumbbell in each hand, or you can hold on to both of your dumbbells during the exercise. You're going to place your wrist palm side up on your knee, and you're going to let your wrist go down so that the back of your hand is touching the front of your knee. You're going to nice and slowly curl it back up and back down. It is important to have it sitting here on your knee so that your wrist doesn't go too far back and you risk injuring yourself. Now you can do this with alternating hands. Or you can do both at one time. For our next demonstration, we're going to be doing the concentration curl. You're going to want to take a seat for this exercise, and you're going to place your knees outside of the length of your shoulders, just like this. And you're going to put one hand on your knee, and you're going to bring your elbow and put your elbow on the other knee. And your starting position is going to be all the way down, and you're going to curl it up just like this. Because of the space needed for this exercise, you're not going to be able to do both of them at the same time. So you're going to want to do a couple of reps with one arm, and then you're going to switch and do a couple of reps with the other arm. For this next demonstration, we're going to be doing the bicep curl. You're going to want to start with your arms at your side, and you're going to bring them up and face them palm up in front of you. And you're going to curl them, just like you're trying to bring your arms to your shoulders. You're going to want to keep the barbells perpendicular to your body, which means to keep your palms straight up the whole time. You can also alternate, bringing one arm up and following with the other arm. And you can decrease the amount of time in between your alternations if you bring one up as you are bringing your other arm down. For our next demonstration, we're going to be doing the hammer curl. It's very similar to the bicep curl, except that as you bring your arms up, you're keeping your barbell parallel with your body. Like with many of our exercises, this can be done alternatively. For our next exercise, we're going to be doing the one-arm tricep extension. Now, if you feel that when you're doing this exercise it is too hard for you to do with one arm, you are more than welcome to grab your barbell with both arms. Or if you need more added weight, you can grab two barbells and do with both arms at the same time. What you're going to start with one barbell. You're going to grab it just like this with a hole made and wrapping around the barbell with your index finger and your thumb. Then you're going to bring it up and bring it behind your back, right behind your head. You're going to keep your elbow out, and as you extend, you're going to bring your elbow back up and in, therefore keeping the barbell going vertically in one line. You can also bring your elbow in front of you and do the exercise that way. And don't forget to switch hands and make sure that you're getting both sides of your body. is important to be careful when you're bringing the barbell back down, as you do not want to hit yourself on the head when you're bringing the You can also grab the barbell with both hands, and it makes it easier for you to do this exercise. For our next demonstration, we're going to be doing the shoulder shrub. You're going to start with your barbells in each hand, and you're going to bring them and rest them at the side of your waist. Then you're just going to shrug up with your shoulder and bring it right back down. For our next demonstration, we're going to be doing the side bend. You're going to start by bringing one of your hands and placing it behind your head with your elbows out, and you keep one of your arms with the barbell in it. And you're going to lean over, bring it right back up. Over, and right back up. Just like that. Don't forget to switch your arms. Good. For our next demonstration, we're going to be doing the front arm raise. Similar to the side arm raise, but this time you're just going to only keep your arms in front. You're going to start with your barbells perpendicular to your body. You're going to raise them up just in front of you, right about to shoulder level, and bring back down. You want to be sure that you are not letting the barbells do the work for you as you bring it back to your starting position. You can also do this alternatively. And to speed up your alternative, you can go up with one arm as the other arm is coming down. If you want it even more of a challenge, you can bring your arm all the way up and all the way back down. And you can alternate this just like that. You want to make sure that you're going nice and slow so that you can control the barbells as you're bringing them up and back down. Very good. Our next demonstration is going to be the arm rotation. You're going to start with your barbells, and you can bring your elbows up with your barbells out in front of you. Then you're going to rotate your arm so that your barbell is straight up and down. Just like that. Do both arms at once. Or you can alternate. Excellent. For our next demonstration, we're going to do something that I like to call the witch's cauldron. You're going to start with one barbell, grasping both of your arms, and you're going to do a big circle like you are stewing a large cauldron. You make the circle as big as you want, or you can do a small circle. You can also switch up the directions and have it progress from a large circle, smaller and smaller and smaller, and back into a large circle For our next demonstration, we're going to be doing something that I like to call the chest arm unfold. I know, it's a doozy of a name. First, you're going to start with your dumbbells in each hand together at your chest. Then you're going to bring your dumbbells out and unfold your arms. Bring them all the way back in. And bring your dumbbells back to your chest. Just like that. And this exercise works best whenever you are doing it with both dumbbells at the same time, although you can do it with one arm if it makes it easier for you. For our next demonstration, we're going to be doing something called the one-arm row. It's going to look very similar to you trying to start a lawnmower. It's very easy to do if you have a chair, although you can do it by just bending over. First, you want to grab your chair, and you're going to put one knee on the chair. Now, if you did not have a chair, we recommend just bending over with your knees bent. Grab the chair, put one arm on the chair. You're going to bring your arm all the way down with the barbell on it, and you're going to yank it back just like you're trying to start a lawnmower by yanking the cord to start the engine. Just like that. The goal is to bring the barbell as close to your armpit as you can. Thank you for taking the time today to watch our dumbbell exercises for senior citizens. These exercises are designed for senior citizens to be able to stay fit and healthy in their own home. If you'd like to keep up to date with all of the Leander Parks and Recreation videos, please feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, thanks for watching.